Hi, Moonshot. Aaron Massey here. My wife, who I also am applying with, you all can meet her a little bit later. Also, just as a heads up, the reason why I don't have a shirt and tie on right now is because we're all out of school right now because of COVID-19, and so I'm helping clean right now. So that's no shirt and tie right now, but normally you would get that. So let's jump in. So personal motivation. My the biggest thing that pushes me to want to open up a new learning environment really stems from my personal experience. I grew up in East St. Louis, Illinois. If you Google it, if you heard of it, it's one of the toughest areas to grow up in the country. Not just because of crime, not just because of violence, but really because of poverty. And I grew up the poor kid in the poor community. And so I think when we talk about personal motivation, that is really the source of why I do what I do, why I want to continue in education in a way that promotes a new learning environment for kids. So that's why I'm motivated. I think there's an idea that I have for a school that I've been constantly thinking about for a while. I think when we think about 21st century needs and honestly, in light of kind of Corona and seeing the gap between what online education looks like versus brick and mortar education, we're seeing a real opportunity to jump into 21st century education. My vision for a school is really grounded in how do we make sure that we get kids the necessary testing kind of pieces that gets them prepared to excel on standardized tests while getting them real life experiences in school. And so I feel like I have a very clear sense of the school vision and mission that I want to, and I've put things on paper as well before. So that's kind of what's driving me. I've had experiences kind of throughout the country. I just moved to Denver. This is the new home for me. Me and my family moved here, and we are incredibly excited to be here and to plant roots here. That said, I lived all around the country, really trying to get a good sense of what education looks like in different capacities. The same thing I've landed on kind of throughout is people being satisfied with 40% mastery, 50% mastery. That's not good enough. And I think the reason why it's not good enough is really because just sitting in a school for 8 hours isn't enough. If you think about how you've learned, how anyone has learned, it's been mostly through experiences. The Management Center will tell you that as well. And so because of that, my vision really is about how I integrate real life experiences, real life apprenticeships into a school setting. And I think that's what fires me up. That's what keeps me going. That's what wakes me up every single day to make sure that like I'm getting students to really think about the real world application of these things. And so that, I think those are kind of the values, is like reaching Black and brown students and making sure they have a superb education, not a college prep education, but a life prep education, right? Like I want them to not just go to college, but excel. And to excel in college, you actually have to have life skills. It's not enough to study because you'll find that a lot of people boast and brag about 100% college acceptance, and I can care less about that number. But the reason why is because, that persistence rate drops down to 50% in any kind of situation and network that you look at around the country. And that's not to say that they're bad. It's just I think they're missing an ingredient. I think the ingredient really is this apprenticeship model that I've kind of put on paper and thought about, honestly, for years at this point. What I'm looking forward to most is, I hate to use the word fellowshipping, but fellowshipping with other leaders, with other thought partners to really refine the ideas that I've thought about, to be pushed, right? Like I don't have it all perfect down, but I do have what I consider a great idea, and I want it to be pushed as much as possible. The more it is pushed, the better it is for students, the better results they will get down the line. It's not just about, again, even just graduating college. I want them to be productive members of society. I want them to be effective members of society and really want to change the world, whatever world they choose. I don't want, all my kids don't have to be social justice experts. If they want to go into marine biology, I want them to be the best marine biologist that has ever graced marine biology. That is my vision. And so, and they can get that, and the structure of the school and the vision that I have and the people that would come with me in this vision would do it, would support that. And then I think I can contribute experience, right? I've been in a number of different capacities, but outside of that, I have kind of 9 professional experiences that I think help push other people, help serve other people, help support other people as well. So Moonshot, I'm very excited about the opportunity. Look forward to speaking to you all soon.